YouTube, we're back with another reaction video, giving you something you can watch from your mama's couch. My middle class people, y'all tired of struggling? I'm right here with y'all. Middle class and the working class, and we all tired of bullshit. But we finna go over some of the most pissed people from social media, part of the middle class, working class.
I hate being middle class. And I'm gonna tell you why the fuck I hate being middle class. Because why the fuck am I owing taxes? But you know the top 1% barely pays any goddamn motherfucking taxes. Oh my God, I swear to God, it's like the middle class hurts the most. No matter if you're lower middle class, middle class, or high middle class, it's like you hurt the freaking most. Because think about it, even with college.
And they say middle class means you in the middle of all the bullshit. You in the middle of the bullshit of the rich and the middle of the bullshit of the poor. Shit, that's why we're struggling so much.
With college, a lot of us in the middle class, our parents can't afford to send us to college for all 4 fucking years. They can make great money, but they don't make good enough money to afford us to go to college all 4 years. So we're going to take out motherfucking loans. But the poor, they're sad. They get money from the government.
And I guarantee y'all, majority of people that owe student loans, I guarantee you, majority of them is middle class people. Middle class working people. I guarantee you, majority of people that's in debt, all this debt, is middle class people. Because they trying to make a better life for them. And at the end, you just stuck with a bunch of debt. Like, the rich, they can pay for that stuff. So it's always the middle class is struggling. The poor, they probably, most of them ain't even worried about college. But you got a percentage of poor people too, though. I'm not gonna say it ain't, but it's mainly the middle class.
The rich, they can afford it. The middle class, you're fucked, basically. Oh, the working class. I'm so irritated. Because I'm so irritated that I have to pay taxes. I don't know what to do. God.
I once heard somebody say that out of the poor, middle, and rich class, the middle class is the worst place to be. And here's why. When you're on the lower income side, there's a decent amount of support that you can get from the government, like food stamps, child care assistance, housing assistance, utility assistance, and so much more. On the flip side, when you're wealthy, you don't need that support from the government. You can afford the best health care, enroll your kids in top-notch child cares and school, and live stress-free when it comes to paying bills. But if you're in the middle class, you're kind of on the struggle bus because you make too much for things like food stamps, child care.
I never understood how they could say middle class people make too much for food stamps. What? But you got poor people out here ain't making nothing. And they not making nothing on purpose because they know they getting assistance from the government. Shit, if I was getting assistance from the government, I wouldn't work either. I wouldn't do nothing. I'd lay on my butt too. You think I want to pay this high rent every month? But that's the thing, like, middle class, and then it's like the taxes, the majority of the taxes that get took from the middle class to give to the poor. But yet they don't want to do anything with their life. But when we ask for help, it's a problem. It's a problem when the middle class people ask for help. You get denied food stamps because you make too much. You could have a security job making $14 an hour, and they classify that as that making too much. What do you want me to be? Homeless? Like, making $2 an hour as a waiter or something? They probably wouldn't even give you that because you working. Technically, you become part of the working class. But that's true. Like, we get denied everything. We can't get government assistance. We can't, no type of government assistance. No housing. No food stamps. No health care. None of that. And then the crazy thing is, we don't even make enough. You saying we make enough, but y'all taking what we're making and then telling us we need to make more just for y'all to take more. How do y'all expect us to get out our hole if y'all keep taking from us, producing it everywhere else but to us? Like, make it make sense. Like, it's crazy. Life is crazy. Government's crazy being the middle class. My middle class people, I know y'all paying.
Child care, utility assistance. Yet you don't make enough to be able to afford these things comfortably. It's often a constant juggling act, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and it's tough to catch a break. Plus, don't get me started on the amount of taxes that the middle class pays in comparison to the rich and the poor. I totally agree with this perspective, and if you're in the middle class, I am rooting for you to reach that rich status because the middle class grind is no joke. What are your thoughts?
See, America doesn't care about the middle class. They respect the rich look up to the rich. The rich got it made, boom. And they help the poor. They help the poor. They got all the benefits. You ain't got no job. You ain't doing nothing. After you sitting at the crib, you got all the benefits. But middle class out here busting our ass every day. Boy, they don't care about us, boy. So we the ones Michael Jackson was talking about.
They don't care about us.
Cause they don't care about us, bro. Jesus Christ.
And then like being the middle class, you gotta work 10 times harder. You gotta come have 2 or 3 jobs just to make the minimum. And then when you do get them 2 or 3 jobs, you can't get no type of assistance, government assistance. All 3 checks, they taking taxes out, taking your money. And then for you to turn around to get an apartment, that's higher than what you get paid. Like, we can't win. There's always a downside being the middle class. But the thing is, you grind hard enough, you move up the ladder, you become rich. If a poor person turn their life around, get their shit together, they move up, they become part of that working class. I mean, that's all it is. You gotta grind. But sometimes the middle class, we got it worse though. That grind just don't ever stop. Don't ever stop for real.
The system is completely stacked against the working class, and honestly, this is gonna piss some people off, but I don't care because I'm pissed off. There's just something incredibly infuriating about the fact that I'm going to owe taxes this year, even though I get over $600 taken out of every check for taxes. And my husband gets even more taken out, and we are still going to owe even with a child. Meanwhile, in my mom groups on Facebook, all these women are bragging about that don't pay anything into the system and are bragging about getting $15,000, $19,000 back.
That's my thing too. Government, what the heck is going on? How is people that don't work, not paying no taxes, getting $15,000, $3,000, $9,000 back? They ain't worked all year, but us working, we gotta owe y'all, we gotta pay y'all? What? What taxes did they pay in order to get taxes back? I don't understand. That's just the dumbest thing. That's the biggest scam I ever heard of. They didn't even contribute. The poor didn't even contribute, or the low class didn't contribute into taxes, but yet they're getting taxes back. I think them taxes need to be going to the middle class, because what we putting in, we ain't getting back come tax time. We ain't even getting half of that back. Like, come on now. I need to go with one of them countries where they ain't paying taxes or something.
What? I mean, how? It's literally like they don't want people to work. Like, why would you? What is the incentive to work when you can make half my salary with one little check from the IRS in January? What's the point? What is the point? I basically work like 3 jobs at this point.
I don't understand how having kids gets you a big refund when you don't work. You're not supporting the kids. All year you didn't support the kids. You had government assistance. So why are you getting a tax? Why is the poor getting a tax return? The whole year you had government assistance. You're getting money for taking care of kids, where you getting free benefits off them, free vision, free healthcare, free dental, free housing. Where we out here working to get to working to pay bills, get a house, everything the opposite. Y'all tell me that makes sense. Because right now it ain't making sense. It ain't.
And because of that, I have to pay even more in taxes. And I have absolutely maximized my deductions. I am pretty well versed on doing taxes, and we're still gonna owe.
I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I be wanting to be poor. I be wanting to be on Section 8 and a poor class, but I just can't do it. I can't. I gotta work. I gotta grind. That's all I know. Like, I can't see myself living that low. Like, I just can't. I be wanting to be like, damn, man, I'm finna do this, want to get some government assistance. I can't do it. Like, it's just never enough for me. Like, no, like I gotta get that moolah. I can't be on no government assistance. I can't. But it still would be nice.
This is just absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. And by the way, the IRS still owes me about $6,000 from last year. Easy to be pissed off at the people who take advantage of the system, but honestly, what incentive do they have not to do that? Why would somebody go work at McDonald's for 15, 20 bucks an hour when they could just sit at home and collect checks, especially if you have kids? Meanwhile, if you are working class, you are going to get shafted in every possible which way, because you are not going to make, you're like barely there where you just don't make enough for any sort of assistance, but you have to pay $1,000 a month for health insurance.
Crazy.
You don't qualify for Medicaid. You don't qualify for any food assistance, but you're paying $800 at the grocery store. None of which you can afford, because after all of your deductions and taxes, you're making about $2 to $3K a month. Make it make sense. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, you're a hater. Like, you could always do the same thing that they're doing. And you'd be totally right, except that I'm an immigrant and I just absolutely downright refuse to be a leech of the country that took my family and I in, so I choose to serve it instead.
You just told everybody you an immigrant online. Trump, don't come get her. Trump, leave her alone. Don't report her. Don't deport her. Leave her alone. She working citizen. Well, she ain't working citizen. She working. She distributed to our pockets. Let it be. But yeah, I agree with everybody's perspective on here. They tell the truth, because why are we working? And we still can't afford nothing out here. Something wrong. But yeah, that's it for this reaction video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Other than that, go ahead, subscribe. Y'all, the gang going up per usual. You see me? Check this out. Now you don't.